Hello, welcome down onto the tech desk, and in today's video we're going to be looking at a pair of gaming headphones, and it is these. The RIG 600 Pro HS from Nacon. Okay, so this is specifically the PS5 version. They do an Xbox version, which I believe is identical. It just works with the Xbox rather than the PS5. So we're going to do the PS5 version today. And as I said, I think this is probably going to be your budget pair of headphones, but there's so much packed into it because it's around £70 to £100 you can get, which in today's terms, with a lot of the headphones that are around, that is budget. And there's a lot going for it, and you'll see mainly it's because of this app here. USB and Bluetooth, we'll talk about that later. And then on the back, again, more about the app, and then what you also get in the box as well. So what we're gonna do in this video, we're gonna go through just everything get in the box really quickly, and then we'll talk about the build and the comfort, and then we're gonna go through some of the features, and then we'll do a sound test and a mic test, and I'll put links to it so you can skip to the bit that you want to see. And then finally, I'll give my overall impressions of it. And there's a lot to like about this. There's just a couple of things I'd like to change that you probably need to be aware of before you go and buy these. Okay, so let's have a look. In the box, you're gonna get your thing, you get your manual, you're gonna get these bits and bobs. So you get your dongle that you plug into the front of your PS5, branded with RIG, with USB-C, so you can plug that into the front if you want, and that hangs down. And you also get this, which is a USB-C to USB-A, so you can plug that in the front of your PS5 or in the back of your PS5 if that's what you wanted. And then you get this, a very generic, very short, it's almost like 30-40 centimeters USB-C cable. Nothing to write home about that. That's just to be able to charge these. Right, so let's get that out of the way. Let's take a look at the headset themselves. Now, the first thing is when you get out of the box and you hold it, you realize how light it is. It is insanely light, 247, so around 250 grams. Absolutely nothing. But that doesn't mean that it's poorly made. I've given this a proper good testing, and without properly overextending it, it feels really nice and really flexible. And this helps because I think it's supposedly a modular design, and there are, if you go look on the website, you can buy spare parts for the 400 and I think the 700, I think, a few others, I don't know. But you can't buy spare parts for this, but it does all come apart. So you can take this off, and I'll talk about that because that'll be the comfort in a minute. And then you've got this bit up here, which you can, with a bit of effort, pull that off there like that, and then pull that bit off there, like this side like that, and then pull that off. So you can replace these, I believe. It's just at the moment on the website, I haven't found any replacement for them yet. And then you've got these pieces with the headband, and then you can replace all this if you need to. Right, let's get it all back together. So let's talk about these bits then, because these help with comfort. So it's like a small, medium and large. Okay, so all you do is you pull that out and place it into whichever one you want to make it kind of bigger and smaller. You can have that one on the small one there, and that one on the completely opposite. So that's on kind of like 1 of 3, and that's on 3 of 3. You can have that. It's perfectly acceptable to have that. I've been wearing it like that to test, and I didn't have a problem. It's a bit off jointed, but that doesn't matter. It just sits on your head and you can't tell the difference. But I kind of have it on medium, and that fits me just fine. In terms of comfort, there's two things about this. There's one really good thing and one not so great thing. The clamping force is quite tight, okay? So, I mean, if I'm pulling it apart, it's about here, you feel like it gets a little bit tight. So there is a clamping force on this. However, these pads are great. These are some of the best pads I've ever used on headsets because I like them deep, okay? No, certainly on some of the Steel series and on the new Elites, PS Elites, my ear touches the driver inside there. No chance with this. When your ear goes on it, it just sits flat on there. So it's a beautifully comfy fit, and it's the same kind of material on the headband. If you're wearing these, I don't think you'll have any issues with comfort at all, and they're nice, breathable material as well. There's no noise cancelling, and they don't really block out that much sound. They block out enough sound, but it's not noise cancelling in any way whatsoever. So for comfort then, I think these are great. I don't think you'll have any issues with the comfort at all. Now let's talk about the features. So it's all on the left cup. The right cup is completely blank. There's nothing on that. So the left cup we have, down here we have the microphone. So you press that and the microphone pops out like so. Then we have the USB-C charging port. We have the power. We have the volume, which is infinity scroll, but it will tell you in the ear cups whether you're at max volume or not. And then we have the switching mode, so you can set up to be functions to switch on how change different functions. And then we have the Bluetooth button up at the top there, which leads me nicely on to features. So as you can see on the box there, one of these highlighted features is that it is Bluetooth compatible. Good and bad, again with this. Good, it does Bluetooth, because I think every headset now should have Bluetooth. The bad thing is it's not simultaneous, okay? Here's the thing. When you connect these to Bluetooth and you're playing a game and you're listening to the game on them, brilliant. So when you want to play Bluetooth, you can't play music at the same time. So you can't chat to your mates on Discord or whatever while you're playing the games. It's a little bit misleading on the box and in the website for me, because I thought I was going to be able to do it dual purpose. It's called Duo Bluetooth, I think they call it, which means it swaps over between the two. So you just press kind of like your swap button and it will swap, and it will tell you in the headset it'll either be game, duo or Bluetooth. So you can have a sole Bluetooth, sole game, or duo, which means you listen to the game, and then if anything Bluetooth comes in, like a call, it will swap over to the Bluetooth. Okay, so it's not simultaneous, which is a bit of a bummer. I like it to be simultaneous. Okay, this is probably second best. Right, so let's get it connected then. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to connect these via Bluetooth, because there's a couple of things I want you to listen to. And I will delete it from my phone now, just so we can start from afresh. Okay, so that's disconnected, and let's turn these off. Okay, so they're off now and there's no Bluetooth. Right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn them on and you're going to see if you can hear this. And there's a nice voice that talks to you when you connect them. So let's get this right up to the microphone.
Power on.
Okay, I'm not sure if you heard that or not, but she says power on, which is nice. And then all you're going to do is you're going to flick your power button.
Battery high.
And it will tell you if your battery, how good your battery is and how much you've got left. Okay, so now I'm going to do Bluetooth. So let's hold down the Bluetooth button and let's search for it. Okay, pops up there, RIG 600 Pro. We click that, it will come up there as RIG Pro 600 connected. So now we've got this on Bluetooth. So now what we can do is we can just flick this over to the Bluetooth mode, and we can be listening to music if we want to. And then we can have the Duo, as we said before, or the USB. Then once you've connected to USB, what you want to do is go and download the RIG app. This is on iOS. I think they assume it's on the Google Store as well. So what you can do is open it up, and it's going to be trying to connect these. So you've got to connect to Bluetooth before you use the thing, because it will just tell you, no, I can't connect it. You just wait for a bit for it to connect, and there we go. So when your headset is connected, this is what you see. It tells you your battery percentage, update customization settings. It says update with a green dot. It will always say that, but it will always be up to date. So you don't have to worry about that. Just do that first time you connect it. And then we have in the settings here, we have test mode, so you can test all the buttons and the sound. Voice prompt language, so you can change the language if you want to. So when she turns on, she says how much battery you've got. You can have it in a different language. Power off timer, tutorials, help, whatever. This is the main bit, the customization here. So we have 3 profiles at the top there, which you can swap between. Let's just change profile 1. So it's a microphone gain here. This is how loud you are, and then microphone monitoring. I've got a couple of headphones where the monitoring is terrible, whereas this one is really good, nice and high, so you can hear yourself when you're speaking. And you can have volume level protection on if you want to. And then down the bottom here, we have 3, sound, equalizer, and then additional. If you click on additional, you can do between the dual game and the Bluetooth, fine. Let's do the equalizer. So nice, you can change the treble, bass, if you want to, and that will do it on the fly. So as soon as you've done that, it will change on here. Or you can change one of the other ones. So no EQ, which is flat, and then FPS, bass boost, which is all pretty generic. Clarity, and then you've got your custom, which is all well and good. Bass, that's fine. If you don't want to get too in depth on it, doing this, fine. See this toggle up here? You click that, and then bang, look at that, and you can change this how you want to, like that. And then, as I was saying, that changes on the fly on your headset. So the purpose of the sound test later on, I'm going to leave it on FPS. I'm just going to stick the bass up just a little bit like that, and we'll just leave it at that for the sound test. But if you don't like what you hear when you're using these, you just tweak it in there, and it just changed it dramatically. If you get these out of the box and use it, the sound is really not very good at all. You need to be using the app to change it. I think it's almost essential that you use the app to change it. Okay, so this is a point probably where I've got the headset on now, and everything you hear is coming through the headset. Okay, so here we have the microphone gain, and I can change that all the way down to -6 dB, and then I can put it all the way up to 6 dB. And then we have the mic monitoring, which you can't tell, but that's off now, and I can only hear myself internally. But if I put that back up, I can hear myself. That's so much better. I'm going to be putting that straight up. Okay, so let me know what this sounds like. And then if you didn't want all that, if you want to tweak that, you can have it back to normal mode, which we had. And then we have the microphone gain on mid, and we have the microphone gain on low. So that's on low now. Does that sound any different? and then mid, does that sound any different? And then high, does that sound any different? And then we have the mic monitoring, which we've just shown. But I think it's best you have it on mic monitoring and just tweak it. Okay, so let me know how this sounds. I was just saying, it's about, I'd say probably 7 or 8 centimeters away from my mouth as I'm speaking at the moment. So let me know how you think the mic sounds for the Nacons. Okay, do let me know. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to be putting them on, and we're going to be doing a sound test. Right, so now we're going to do a sound test, and we're going to use Leigh here because we've got these clever binaural headphones which record stuff going into them. So I'm just going to put the headphones on him. I'm going to do a little bit of PS5 gameplay, just to have the sound, and it will be on that preset, okay? So the FPS with a little bit of bass as well. So that's just the preset, just so you can get an idea of this kind of like the separation and things that you can hear through that.
'Tis of dire import we unmasked the false sovereign. To that end, we must travel to Berlin. I know the general. Died is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way. My knowledge from other worlds tells me that a forgotten riftstone lies near here. Shall I lead the way?
Is that a statue I espy over yonder?
We ought to take a closer look. Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor. We must not go down. Isis' sting is yours to wield.
Thank you, sir. Consider it my thanks for all you've done.
mode? Is this easy mode? Nerf this! Booting up! 사고 칠 준비된 사람!
Okay, how'd that sound? What do you think of these? Like I said at the beginning of the video, these are a budget pair, and I think these are stacked, and I think these sound great. I think there's a lot going for them. They're very comfy. They sound good. The app is phenomenal. I just think it's let down by a couple of things. The head clamp force might be a bit too much for someone, but it's made up for the pads. And the Bluetooth as well. I really wish it was dual as well, not swapping between the two. I think that's Mr. Trick on that. What I'll do as well is I will leave some of the technical features as well. I'll leave that as a graphic at the end there, just so you can go through that. But this is just stuff off the website that you can go and pick up yourself. But I'll leave a graphic there for you to look at. Do let me know what you think of these. The Nacon 600 Pro HS. Definitely worth a look up if you're in the market for a budget pair of headphones with a lot going on for it. Okay, I hope you like, I hope you subscribe. To the next video. Bye-bye.